Hey guys, welcome back to Sun Crypto. It is January 1st, 2022, 11:52 p.m. Eastern Time. In today's content, we'll talk about BTC on a macro scale. We'll take a look at BTC on a monthly basis, on a quarterly basis, and at the same time, we'll talk about BTC on a 3 weeks time frame and all that good stuff, right? So we will talk. We will start off with the 3 weeks time frame, right? So when you take a look at BTC on a 3 weeks basis, and as we said over the last few weeks, is like, you know, most likely if we retest the 3 weeks 21 EMA, we're going to get some consolidation and price action will basically move sideways for a few weeks, even before we try to break out below our 3 weeks 21 EMA. If you take a look at it right here, back in May, June, July, right? We could not get a clean breakout or even a close below the 3 weeks 21 EMA right around like a 31K. So everything, okay, below the 21 EMA back then, okay, was a massive consolidation range. And as you can see right here, over the last few days, right, few weeks, we've been consolidating just above the 3 weeks 21 EMA. The reason why the 3 weeks 21 EMA is so important is like, most traders will try to front run the monthly time frame. Okay, so if you take a look at the monthly time frame back in May, June, July, right? What we've been saying was like, we could retest our monthly 21 EMA. However, since we're getting a strong support around the 21 EMA right here, we got a we got less a chance, right, to retest the monthly 21 EMA because we could not basically close below it for like a nearly 4 candles. Okay, so it was a massive support over the last few years and so on. Even if we back test it, right, back in 2018 right here, the reason why I'm respecting the 21 EMA on a 3 weeks basis, if you back test it, you can see like, whenever we retest it, we tend to basically move sideways. That's why I was not bearish when BTC was at 30K, and I wasn't bearish after we hit like a 40K. I was like, okay, let's wait for BTC to pump back up to a nearly 50 to 52K area, and we could be looking for some rejection and all that good stuff, right? So now let's go ahead and take a look at BTC on a monthly basis. When we take a look at BTC on a monthly basis, we missed the support area right here. We did not retest the 25K. If you remember, if you guys recall back then, most bulls, they've been saying like, oh, we're going to be dumping down to like a 25, 26 area. Okay. And what we said, in our premium group, what we said was like, okay, we just have to accumulate at 30K because it is not guaranteed. All right. We will be retesting our monthly 21 EMA. Right now, what we're looking at is like, even though the market is bearish as of now, we're still above the 21 EMA. So as long as we're above the 21 EMA, the BTC macro trend, it is still going to be up. We talked about it back in December after the December candle open. What we said was that, okay, even if we dump, we got our 3 weeks 21 EMA. And sometime later, if the 21 EMA doesn't, if the 21 EMA doesn't basically provide a strong support, we could be falling down to the monthly 21 EMA right here. All right. So monthly 21 EMA right now on Bitstamp, it is right around like a low 37K. So if we see any sort of like a downward volatility over the next like a few weeks or even like a few months, right, we could be getting a temporary support right around like a 36K. Okay. If we get there in, let's say in January, that'll be great. February, that'd be great. It is not guaranteed once again because we will talk about BTC on a quarterly basis, right? So when we take a look at BTC on a quarterly basis, what we've been saying was like, if you take a look at these Fibonacci's, right, you can see it cleanly on a monthly basis also, right? See, so if you do a swing low, right, started at 0.01 to swing high up to like a $32, down to like a swing low again down to $2, you can see like BTC been respecting these Fibonacci's. Okay, the first one was right around like a 111, right, at 50%, right there, right. Right there, we basically got a nasty rejection and moved sideways for nearly over 6 months. Okay, before we pumped all the way up to like a 1100, which was nearly 0.786. Okay, Fibonacci. After that, you can see like the consolidation we got right around like a 1-to-1 extension. Right, remember 50% extension. We got what, a big consolidation. 0.618, we got a slight rejection, consolidation. We bottom right around the 0.618, but we basically picked at 0.786. If you take a look at the 120 extension, even though it did not reject the price, you can see that we moved sideways, right, up and down around the 120 extension for nearly 2 years. Okay, started like the peak back in December 2017, and we got the breakout like October 2020. So nearly, guys, over 2 years, we've been basically moving sideways right around the 120 extension right here. So the most important Fibonacci as of now, it is 1.27 extension, and 1.27 extension, we can't get a clean candle close above it on a quarterly basis. If we take a look at it on a quarterly right here, okay, it is right around like a 57K to a 60K, give or take, depending on how you want to draw it, right? But 57 on average is good enough. So on a quarterly basis, right, we want to basically close above 57K. I'm not saying BTC will close above 57K first quarter of 2022, but it doesn't matter in terms of timing, as long as we basically staying below the 57K on a quarterly basis, we could be moving sideways. As you can see right here, it took nearly 2 years to get a breakout above the 120 extension right here. We got rejected at 20K, dumped down to like a 3K, pumped back up to 10K, and dumped right back down to like a 3K. All right, so I'm not saying BTC will be doing something like that in this range for 2 years, but all I'm saying is we will need to get a clean breakout, a close above 57K on a quarterly basis, not monthly, not weekly, not 3 weeks, not all of that good stuff. We want to basically get a clean breakout above 57K on a quarterly basis, and we could be looking for our next upside target. And our next upside target, it is nothing but 1.41 extension, right? So if we take a look at the 1.41 extension, it is going to be right around 180, right, down to 178. If we do a swing low, right, to swing high, down to swing low again, 1.41 extension going to be at, give or take, okay, 180, right? So the reason why I'm saying 180, because we've been respecting these Fibonacci's, okay? So we will be basically updating BTC on a monthly basis every single month, right? The first week of every single month, we will be updating BTC on the macro scale and what type of price action we could, anticipate on the macro scale and all that good stuff, okay? So now the most important aspect of the macro scale going to be what? Going to be our RSI. So if we take a look at BTC regarding the RSI right here, we talked about it back in back in June when RSI was right around like 61. What I said was like 61 for BTC on the RSI. It is a good level of support. Okay, we just don't want to break it, but we can basically get a temporary pullback. So, but if we break out below it, our macro support regarding the RSI, it is right around like 43. So we will see over the next like a few weeks, if or even like a few months, if BTC can give us a pullback cup. Okay, so if we get a pullback, it means like we're most likely going to be retesting 60K. However, if we do not get a pullback and dump down to like a 60 right here, it means like we're most likely going to be retesting the monthly 21 somewhere around like a 37 or even lower. Okay, but something to keep in mind, our macro support regarding the RSI, it is going to be somewhere around like a 45, give or take. Okay, 45, 47, retesting of 45, 47, going to be a big range of accumulation over the next like a few months and all that good stuff. Okay, all right, guys, that's all I wanted to cover for today. If you're new to our content, don't forget to hit the likes, don't forget to join the public Telegram group, link in the description. If you're looking to join some crypto public and premium group for Discord, link in the description also. All right, guys, thanks a lot for watching.